All right, welcome to practice. So we'll start in our seated position. Just take a moment to land into your spot, joining or coming into awareness of the sensation within your physical body, as well as any thoughts or emotions within your mind and heart. And as you start to land into awareness of your present moment, we'll guide the palms together in front of the heart, interlacing the fingers. Press the palms forward and up. And begin to reach up through one hand and up through the other side, left and right a few times, gently tugging on the fingers. All right, and then let your hands separate, take them behind the back. Interlace the fingers there, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open up across the chest. Begin to turn the head from side to side. And then lift the chin up. And drop it down. Again, lifting up. And dropping down. And once more lifting up. And dropping down. All right, so as you bring your head back up to center, we'll scoot the knuckles over towards the right side of the waist. Let the head gently drop over to the right. Let that left shoulder drop down. And start to guide the head slightly forward. And slightly back. Again, a bit forward. And back. All right, and then guiding the head up to center, we'll scoot the knuckles over towards the left side. Hooking them there, drop the head over to the left as well. Feel the right shoulder begin to drop down. And take the head a little forward. And back. Again, a little forward. And back. All right, and then as the head comes up to center, release the arms, and then we'll shift onto hands and knees. As we come to hands and knees, we'll take our knees close together, and then just lift the left knee up and out to the side. We'll begin to rotate through the hip by drawing a circle with that left knee. A couple of times in one direction. And a couple times the opposite way. All right, so the next time that you breathe in, reach the left foot back. Exhale, pull the left knee into the chest, rounding the back. Again, inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee into the chest. And once more, inhale back. And exhale, knee into the chest. All right, lift that same left knee back up and out to the side, and then step your left foot out and down toward the floor. Walk the hands in, lifting up. Take the left hand to the left leg and sweep the right arm up and over. And as you reach with that right hand, start to squeeze and release the fingers a few times, as well as rotate through the wrist. A few times each way. All right, and then inhale as you lift up. And exhale, release that right arm. We'll step the left foot forward into a short lunge with the front knee over the ankle. And then take the right hand down to the left knee. Sweep the left hand forward and up and back and down. Rotating a few times here through the left shoulder. All right, take one more full circle. All right, and then take both hands down to the floor. Step your right foot forward into your forward fold. Start with the knees a little bit bent here as you lay the torso on the thighs. Release the weight of the head, shake it yes and no. All right, and then walk the hands up the fronts of the legs, gradually rising to stand. And as you do, just shrug the shoulders up, take them back and down, again shrugging up, back and down, and then once more. All right, with the feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, find chair pose, arms float up, hips back. Exhale, release just the arms down and back, reaching as far back as possible. Again, inhale, arms go forward and up. This time as we exhale, fold all the way forward, step back into downward dog. Pausing a moment here in downward facing dog to connect with the hands. Spread the fingers nice and wide apart. And really use all of your fingers to help support body weight. Instead of simply falling into the base of the hand, really use the whole hand to push down. And then as you inhale, shift forward, finding your plank pose. Pause here as you exhale. And take another breath in. And exhale back to downward dog. All right, as we release to the knees, now we'll sit back towards the feet. Give the hands and wrists a bit of a break for 3 breaths. And then rising back up onto hands and knees. Do the second side of that mini sequence. So start with the knees close together. Lift the right knee up and out to the side, and then start to rotate through the hip. A couple of times in one direction. And a couple of times the opposite way. All right, as you next inhale, reach your right leg back. Exhale, right knee into the chest. Again, inhale back. Exhale, knee into the chest. And once more, inhale back. And exhale, knee into the chest. As you lift that right knee back up and out to the side, just straighten the leg so that the right foot can step out to the side, so directly out from the hip. Walk the hands in, lifting up. Take the right hand to the right leg and sweep the left arm up and over. Begin to squeeze and release the fingers of that left hand, as well as rotate through the wrist. All right, and then as you inhale, lift up. As you exhale, release your arm and step the right foot forward into a short lunge. So front knee over the ankle. Sweep the left hand across to that right knee, and then sweep your right arm forward and up and back and down. Rotating a few times here through the shoulder. All right, we'll take one more full circle. All right, take both hands to the floor, step the left foot forward, coming back into your forward fold. Again, starting with the knees bent so that the belly can lay on or close to the thighs a little more easily. Shake out the head. All right, and then we'll begin to walk the hands up the fronts of the legs, rising up to stand. This time do backward shrugs, so take the shoulders back, up and forward. Again, back, up and forward. And once more, back, up and forward. All right, again, feet about hip distance apart. Inhale as you find chair pose. Hips back, knees bent, arms up. Exhale, just release the arms down and back. Another inhale as the arms float forward and up. And exhale, fold over the legs, step back to downward dog. This time in downward dog, sense into your feet and notice what parts of the feet are connected with the floor. What sensation is created by the shapes that we're putting our bodies into. All right, with your next in-breath, rock forward into plank pose. Pause there as you exhale. Take another breath in. And exhale, lift back to downward dog. All right, release down to the knees. Sit back toward the feet again for 3 breaths. Give the hands and wrists a break. All right, rise back up onto hands and knees. Take the knees to hip distance apart, tuck the toes under. And now before lifting all the way to downward dog, just lift your knees about 1 inch off the floor, pausing to hover. Feeling the low back drop down, the tailbone lift up toward the ceiling. Take 1 more breath in. And exhale to downward dog. So from downward dog this time, just walk hands and feet together so that you come through your forward folds. Keep walking the hands up the fronts of the legs as you rise to stand. All right, so we'll turn and step wide on the mat. Turn the right toes out towards the short edge of the mat. Turn the left toes slightly in, but let the feet essentially be in the same sort of plane. Your heel and arch or your heel and heel don't necessarily have to intersect, but having the feet basically in the same plane of the mat usually finds the closest alignment. And then we'll take the arms over the legs. Deep breath in. As you exhale, let your right knee bend. Again, inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale and bend. And 1 more inhale. And exhale. All right, now pause here with that right knee bent. Really root into both feet and reach out through both hands. All right, with your next inhale, straighten the right leg. And as you exhale, release your arms. Before we do the second side, just parallel your feet. Keep them nice and wide, but let the feet be parallel to each other. And then take the arms out to the sides. Take your right arm down and behind your back so that the hand either rests at the low back or starts to walk up a little bit higher towards the shoulder blades. And then take the left arm up, bend the elbow, and take that left hand toward the right hand. So whether they touch or not, move them toward each other, and then we'll switch. So taking the hands back out to the sides. This time, right arm up, left arm down. Move the hands toward each other. Pause. when they're as close to each other as possible, and then switch again. All right, last time switch. All right, release the arms. Rotate the left toes out, right toes slightly in. Arms out over the legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee. Again, inhale, straighten. Exhale and bend. And one more, inhale, straighten. And exhale and bend. Now maintaining the bend of the left knee, root down into both feet. Reach out through both hands. Gazing to the left. And breathe. All right, as you straighten your left leg, inhale, exhale, release your arms. Take the feet to a little wider than hip distance as we come into breath of joy. 3 breaths in through the nose, 1 breath out through the mouth. All right, landing into the feet. Have some buoyancy in your knees. And let's begin. Last breath. And then just pause, fold it about halfway forward. Forearms resting on the thighs. Take a few breaths, feeling the energy settle back down. And then slowly rise to stand. We'll step near the back of the mat. With feet about hip distance apart, we'll inhale again, find chair pose. Exhale, just release the arms down and back. Another inhale as the arms float forward and up. Now exhale, fold over your legs, walk out to downward dog. All right, with an in-breath, rock forward, find plank pose. Pause there as you exhale. Another deep breath in. And exhale back to downward dog. All right, release to the knees. Sit back toward the feet. Take 3 breaths. And then after your third breath, just gradually bring yourself back into your seated position. We'll finish off the practice with pranayama. So finding a comfortable and supportive seat. So we'll start with Kapalabhati, skull shining breath. I'm going to try to do 3 rounds. Hopefully we have time. Try to do about 3 rounds of a minute each. So sitting up nice and tall. Take your attention to your belly and let's begin. Take a few natural breaths. All right, second round as we guide the attention back to the belly. And let's begin. And again, take a few natural, easy breaths. All right, third and final round. Attention back to the belly. And let's begin. Again, releasing control of the breath as you take a few natural, easy, unrestricted breaths. All right, so we'll move right into alternate nostril breathing. Using the right hand, peace fingers go into the palm. Right thumb to right nostril as we inhale through the left side. Close it off, open the right and exhale. Inhale, right side. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. And then keep going at your own speed for a few more rounds of breath. So after the next time you exhale out your left nostril, release your hand and feel the breath flowing in and out through whichever nostril it's going to flow through without any restriction to the speed, the volume. And come back into awareness of your present moment. Any physical sensations, any thoughts, any emotions. And as you're observing your present, feel how the breath anchors you into the present moment. And then we'll join our palms in front of the heart, bowing to the light within ourselves as well as each other. Namaste.